Here is a short video demonstrating an issue with an imported design. Here we have a design of a boat, and this was imported from another design software into VCarve to Toolpath. Now, if we go into this design and we go into node editing mode on this design, we'll notice thousands and thousands of different individual nodes, and these nodes are so close together they could be overlapping. And what we'll find is if we try and toolpath this with, say, just a standard V-carving, the toolpath is going to take forever for us to even get a result. It's going to really try to toolpath this and figure out ways to get around these tiny nodes and all these little vectors. None of these, since this is all like hand-drawn or something, then there are so many nodes that they're not smooth Bezier curves with only a couple points. So this is just really hard for the toolpath generator to get around, and it's just not a clean drawing. So what we'll get here when this finishes, if it does, is we'll get an error essentially saying that the toolpath is unsuccessful trying to calculate this toolpath, that it found many errors in the toolpath, like overlapping points and such, and to check through the toolpath for those overlapping points and to fix them before attempting to run through them again, or before attempting to toolpath them again. So I'm gonna just stop this here. That's what the error will pop up. Here it is actually. Error detected in the selected geometry. Fixing the errors was taking too long. 55 errors were fixed before the time limit exceeded, and there were more that it was trying to do. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fix this. And fixing it's really easy. We're just going to select all this data that has the issue. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to go to our curve fit curves to the selected vectors. And here we have we want some Bezier curves that are going to go on these. We're going to fit Bezier curves to these vectors. We're going to keep our sharp corners, and we're going to replace the selected vectors when it creates them. We're going to have a low tolerance. I like all these settings. I'm going to keep everything here the same, except I'm going to change this to Bezier curves, and I'm going to check to replace selected vectors. I'm going to hit preview, and it's going to process this, and we'll see all of these nodes disappear in a second, and we'll have this cleaned up drawing, which is basically an exact replica of what we have here, but it's just going to be a much cleaner vector. There won't be so many nodes. It's just going to be just clean Bezier curves. And we can see there are a lot of nodes now. Here's the finished result. There's a ton of nodes here if we select these, but it's much cleaner. We don't have, thousands and thousands of nodes. They're just individual Bezier curves that can be adjusted manually if needed, but this should be all we need. So now that we're done here, we're going to go ahead and toolpath it. Same settings, nothing changed in here. Same settings as when we had the error, and there it is, and it's already finished. We're going to preview the toolpath, and there's our finished result.